Hello everybody, welcome to my room tour today of the Keesler Inn Lodging here on Keesler Air Force Base. We did do a video 4 years ago when we did the room tour of our dorm at Fort Leonard Wood, so it's funny that this video is almost exactly 4 years after that one. But let's go ahead and get into it. So this is my bedroom area. So in your, we weren't really calling dorms, I guess they're more so hotel rooms. So you have your initial area that you walk into, and this is the bedroom area. Now, the Keesler Lodging, you're going to be staying here, assuming there's availability. If you're on a TDY, or such as myself, when you're cross-training into a different career field, and you have to go back to tech school. So, let's see what we got going on in here. This is my little office area, so I brought my computer, because you do have a lot of downtime. I am in the administration schoolhouse, the 335th Training Squadron. I'm not sure if the other squadrons do this, but every other Friday you have down Friday. So that means every other Friday you get a 3-day weekend. So you probably want to find some stuff to keep you preoccupied. So computers are always nice to have. This is your main storage area. And you got just enough storage to fit, pretty much everything in here that you need. Got my suitcase, laundry, duffel bag that I packed all my stuff in when I came. You want to make sure that you do bring your blues. They should mention that on your orders if you're here for TDY or tech school or whatever, because the last duty day of every month, you do have to wear your blues. So I had to get these dry cleaned when I first got here. And speaking of laundry, there is a washer and 2 dryers on the 2nd floor. I'm in the Shaw House. I'm not sure where it is on the other schoolhouses, but the other lodging buildings, but I'm assuming it's probably a similar setup. So 1 washer, 2 dryers. And I think you have to share it with the whole building, so hopefully you luck out and go up there when someone doesn't already have their stuff in the washer. I believe this is an air filter, but it also acts as a fan. And I'll get to the heating and cooling in a second. There are 2 televisions, decent size. They do have basic cable. And the dressers are decent size as well, able to fit pretty much everything I need in there. There is room service, so they come every day unless you put up your little sign that says do not disturb. They come in, they make your bed all pretty, they vacuum, clean the bathroom. So if you're a slob, they'll keep your room looking nice, but don't be that person where your room is disgusting and they have to spend a lot of time to clean your room every day. I said I was going to mention the heating and cooling. Here's your thermostat that does not work. So why I say it does not work is because when I first got here, my room was absolutely freezing. I tried to turn up the air. There's an override option, but it doesn't work. So I tried to turn up the heat, wasn't working, called them and I said, can I control the heating in my room? Or can I control the heating and cooling in my room because it's freezing in here? And they said, I think he said, I'm not sure if you can, but he said, I'm pretty sure it's centrally controlled. Again, this is the Shaw House. I'm not sure how it works in the other lodging houses. So hopefully you can control your own temperature in your room, because I could not. But you can control the fan. I usually keep it on low. This is the view outside of my window. And you can see there's a nice little seating area over there with giant squirrels. The squirrels are humongous here. And let me zoom in. Zoom in more. Focus. Focus. Okay, there we go. Commissary. To the left of the commissary is the main base exchange. The base exchange has all the standard stuff you usually see at an exchange. So you have just the regular exchange store. You have alterations. There is an Arby's, I think it's a Charlie's Cheesesteaks or something like that. There's a hot dog place. I think it's called Windy City Hot Dogs. And there might be one other place I'm not recalling, but it's 3 or 4 places to eat there. And there's also a barbershop, alterations, things that you usually see at base exchanges. Nothing too special. Oh, and while I'm over here, Right now there's only one gym open that we can attend. So that is the Blake Fitness Center. And that would be to the left of this exchange. So can't see it from my view, but there's a sidewalk that you take just basically straight all the way to the gym from the Shaw House. It's about a 10-15 minute walk from here. It's a nice little gym. It does get very crowded. It's probably about half the size of a 24-hour fitness. Hopefully there's another place, I think it's called Dragonfly Fitness or something like that. That is not open at this time, so everybody's going to the Blake Fitness Center, and that's why it's been getting so crowded. And there is a post office that you need to set up a P.O. box at if you're going to be here for a long stretch of time and you want to receive mail. So I order everything on Amazon, so I wanted to set that up. So when you go to the P.O. box, you just bring a set of your orders and they give you a P.O. box, and that's where you send all your mail. And I don't have a rental car, so I have to walk everywhere, and that's probably about a 15 to 20 minute walk. Standard bathroom. Does leak a little bit, so you want to be careful where the water's aiming, because this little rubber thing is all that's keeping the water in. So some water does get out and you get a little puddle right there. That is not pee in the toilet. The toilet bowl is just dirty. Let's keep going to the front. Okay, this is your main little entrance area. Everything in here is motion controlled. So the light, for example, will turn off if you're not in here for a certain amount of time. Also, I had an issue with the TV, but I'll get to that in a second. So you have your little couch, your lounge chair, your dining table, question mark. And you can see my belt there. Had to get a new belt because last time I wore my blues was 4 years ago when I filmed the last video, and I don't fit in that belt anymore. So I had to get a bigger belt, a belt, and then I'm going to cut the thread on it because you have to make sure that it fits correctly. I am not a fan of drinking random tap water, so I've been stocking up on plastic bottles. Those of you that are against that, don't hold it against me. I wasn't going to buy like a Brita filter or something, so had to make do while I was here. Here's my laundry pods, because I mentioned there is a washer and a dryer. Sandwich bags, paper towels, best thing ever, sparkling water. Your little sink area, along with your microwave, your fridge. Decent amount of storage space up here. Get your snacks. I have plastic utensils up there too. These things are so helpful. And I'll describe why in a moment. I think they're called power bowls. You get them at the commissary for like $5 or $6 each. So I could fit around 10 or so if I take them out of the boxes. And I usually eat about 2 per meal if I'm not ordering food. And you do have an ice maker. And just giving y'all a perspective how much you can hold in the fridge. So those are the big packs of the 000 yogurts. So I think it comes with 12, or is it 9? I don't remember. But yeah, it might be 12. Or it might be more than that, I don't know. 3, 6, 9, okay, so maybe it's 18. So yeah, so 6, 6, 6. So if y'all take those yogurts out of the box and hold them somewhere, that's basically how much space you have on each shelf. Those are grapes, so grapes take up almost the whole shelf by themselves. Apples and oranges, and supplements. Okay, so these meals that I talked about though, why they're so helpful is I do not have a rental car while I'm here. And because of that, I'm having to order takeout all the time, and I'm not getting full per diem. So I'm getting my BAS, which is a little over $450 a month. I'm also getting the partial per diem, which is like $22 and change per month. And each time you order Uber Eats or takeout or anything like that, you're spending like $25, $30 a meal each. So you're gonna burn through most of your money, which I was doing for most of the time that I was here. I've been here a little over a month. And once I started getting those frozen meals, I mean, for 2 of those, it's like $8 or $9. So save yourself some money and get those. Okay, what else do we got? I did not do that. The floors were pretty dirty when I got in here. So you may want to bring an extra set of shoes just to walk around the room, because my feet got really dirty when I was walking around barefoot. Oh yeah, the TV. So I brought my own Fire Stick, because I assume most of y'all, like me, prefer to stream most of your content. So I got my Netflix, my ESPN Plus, all that good stuff. And there is free internet, or free Wi-Fi rather. And I haven't really had an issue with buffering or anything like that. It works pretty good. And that about does it. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Yep, that is it. If y'all have any questions for me, please let me know in the comments, and I'll be more than happy to answer them, but I think I covered everything. And I'll also make a separate video about the admin technical school. Those that are curious, it is definitely a lot different than the pavements and construction equipment school that I went to last time. So those that are attending admin tech school or just curious, check for that soon. And thank you for checking out this video today. If you enjoyed it, please consider giving this video a like, and please also consider subscribing to the channel.